Hi everyone, we finally got a boss killer build on the Sorcerer. For those who playing the Sorc, you probably notice how hard it is to kill the boss, especially tormented bosses. And many of you might have rolled Necro or like need a Necro friend to kill the boss, but now I have found a new setup that's gonna greatly increase your DPS against single target boss. I made one also on the starter version. It should work exactly the same as on this one here, but I will make the showcase on the Lightning Tier Shockuna final version because I don't have the starter version anymore. I don't have the Winter Glass. I found some gear. I'm gonna use Attack Speed Potion, Spiral Morning, Redamin Bird, and Soothing Spice. And yeah, let's just check that, how quickly the boss gonna melt. This is Belial T4, the best boss to do. Let's see how fast he melts. I think that's pretty good for the strongest T4 boss, I believe. Hardest difficulty, he literally got destroyed. And yeah, I will enter a little bit more detail for the skill rotation. First of all, I got a lot of questions about why Fireball. Well, we use Fireball because now Fireball here. Fireball, when a non-enemy boss take this damage well below 25%, they are instantly killed. So that's very useful. And also there we have some new technology on Enlightenment. I will probably make another video to go into the detail for that. But you probably notice if you play the Sorc that when you have Enlightenment up, your damage is like crazy, but when you don't have Enlightenment up, you might feel like you don't do damage, and that's totally normal. When your Enlightenment up, you deal all your damage here, but without Enlightenment, it's like you deal nothing. And Fireball is here because when you're doing your skill rotation, look how long it takes to proc Enlightenment, right? Yeah, I know, it took maybe 5 or 6 seconds to get your Enlightenment up, and that's too long. And you also don't get your third Talarasha proc, because this is only called Lightning, but with Fireball, look, you're gonna do the same rotation. You're gonna press Unstable Current, you're gonna hold down your Ball Lightning here, and you're gonna press everything off cooldown here. And when you don't have Enlightenment, you're gonna press Fireball. See how fast you're gonna get your Enlightenment. Already up. It took like 1 or 2 seconds. That's one of the main reasons we use Fireball, and also because of the execute. But as you can see, that was like just super fast. Like one more time. You just throw a couple Fireball from time to time. Sometimes the Fireball doesn't go because I'm pressing too many buttons on the same time, but just spam a few Fireball and your Enlightenment is gonna be back in no time. Yeah, I hope that's explanation explained to you why we use Fireball now. Let's see the setup. So the setup for the for the starter version, basically the boss killer variants, you're just gonna replace Hatred, Embrace Haste with Lilith's Winds of Hate and swap Uriva for Beast, Beast in the Eyes Slit. What it's gonna do, so this power is just here to proc the Lilith one, the Blister, and you should be able to kill the Blister when you kill the boss. So that's gonna increase your damage by a lot, and everyone's know that Splintering Energy needs like very good on AoE damage, so you're gonna have the boss and 2 Blisters, so it's gonna be on AoE, it deals a lot of damage, and when you kill the Blisters, 1 Blisters, that's gonna remove 4% of the boss life. 2 blisters, so you have 8%, and the thing is, you kill the blister reappear because this boss power procs a lot, so every time you kill a blister it reappears again. That's how the boss gets literally one shot super fast. And yeah, I haven't made a lot of updates on the build. I just switched a Paragon board here. You have a new changelog. I made a changelog here. That's gonna be easier for you. I added some explanation. On the starter build, you cannot perma teleports. Many people are trying, but you can only on the final version. I also add the new glove. You can get primordial magic ranks up to 18 ranks. Like, that's really crazy. To get to 18 ranks, we did some calculation, and this glove gonna be best in slots. We are still trying to figure out what's the best setup to build around that. And yeah, same for this build. I need to update and put the new glove. But yeah, if you watch my last video here, if you need more information about the setup, I explain how to build this build. I still had my previous gear here. I explain everything to you, like how to build and how to make it work. Also, I explain to you when you can transition to this build. And yeah, you have everything. Like, I explained the skill tree, Paragon board already, Mercenary, the enchantment, you have the runes here, boss power, everything is in the planner. I really hope that this will gonna help you for killing boss. And yeah, I mean, for the Paragon, I made Paragon change. If you already have the old Paragon, you don't need to like redo it. I just swap through board order, so you have enchantment master first, because that legendary node is very important to get. So I think I switched through board like this. Also, if you don't have Godslayer crown, you can also use Hell of Verglass. I think it's in the guide too. Like literally, you can just use anything for your helm. For the Shockuna version, what I use, like the damage was crazy, but you probably don't have the same gear. But the principle stays the same. Destroy the blister, get AoE damage, and kill the boss. I'm running here Shaco with Sam and Gar to have more critical strike chance. I am running Raymond. You want to have a glass cannon, GA and Masterwork everything on it, GA on Intelligence too. For Harlequin Curse, you want to have only cooldown if possible. On the glove, I don't have the new glove yet, but I will try the new glove. Pants, Intelligence, Max Life. I also use Novel, so you're unstoppable because we don't have Flame Shield anymore. On the boots, Intelligence, Max Life. Very important to get attacks reduce cooldown, because that's what's allow you to teleport right here. When you have Teleport Enchant, your evade become a teleport, and the affix on the boots is the most important one, because every time you attack, it's gonna reduce the cooldown. That's what allow you to teleport infinitely and super quickly. So very important on the boots. A staff, you really want to have a staff. Staff are gonna like buff your damage by a lot with a high splintering energy aspect, and also the temper chance for lightning spear to deal double damage is very important. Like, if you are missing damage, you might want to look at your staff. Like, the damage from the staff is crazy. Then amulet, I still don't have a very good amulets, but like the cooldown is not necessary, so I have basically two useful stats. Like, the cooldown is okay, but it would be better if I had, for example, Inner Flames or Permafrost. Then you temper evade cooldown reduction, critical strike damage. I use Inner Calm. I got a question about that, but Inner Calm stays when you teleport. It doesn't consider you moving. When you are just teleporting, Inner Calm just stays. That's why we use Inner Calm, and it's the most damaging one. Inner Calm is here. This is the Inner Calm buff. And as you can see, when you teleport, it just stays. Like, basically, you never move. So classic Starless car, you want to have GA on attack speed. I can't find it. The mythic drop rate seems very hard this season. Talrasha, you want to have cooldown reduction, non-physical damage, and a very high aspect one. I don't even have the maximum gems, but yeah, ability is the same, exact same as on the planner. You can check my previous video if you need more explanation. The Paragon board change on the final version of the Shockuna one is a little bit different. When you do the transition, you also want to change the Paragon boards. And yeah, I really wanted to make a boss killer video to help the Sorc being able to kill the boss alone and not having to rely on other class. And with good enough gear, you can even carry 4 people. I am doing some carries with 3 people doing nothing. I can literally still kill the boss. So yeah, this setup is really good for the boss. I hope that's gonna help you. Let me know if that worked out or not. And yeah, next time I will try to cover in more detail this build with the setup, like why we use Heartbringer of Hatred Volley. We might use Lilith's one, we are not sure yet. I need to do more research to try to find out what's the most optimal, but stay tuned. Next time I'm gonna cover probably the top meta build, and maybe a little bit later the pit pushing for those who want to try to push. So far I think we can do pit 105, between pit 105 and pit 110 like this. Like I haven't tried yet. I did pit 102 in like 6 minutes for the moment with the Shockuna one, like the speed farming version. I haven't looked into the pit pushing one because I don't have Air of Edition. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.